Sports.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier.
North of 100 yards, the two scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returnable for Thomas. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. On play action, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right, and he slings one that's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Complete to number
Chris Godwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. Yeah, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing a 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense, kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, the good stuff, you got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
Why would you stop running your route? You fucking idiot.
Fall on it, but look where they recovered it.
Just
That's a
has
big
26
loss.
A lot of
fucking
bad
yards.
news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On second and a long way to go. Mahomes.
No, come on, Justice.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
No, come on, guys. Jesus Christ, who is that? It's not even just Young.
There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Jamal Williams, his first touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tag on to their lead.
It's now not much is perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives are impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And the Panthers coming out now. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On third down, a run by Mack. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Well, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
8-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down. This attempt is made at the Bucs 36. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Mack off the draw play. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here's Jones on first and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. He's at the 30. 10. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Marlon Mack now heading back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, right. They get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 11 yards there, first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down now. Whoa, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Mack. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
At the 45-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Jones. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, he completes this one to Mack. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They were winners last week in that game against Kansas City, and they are on top right now as well. They've got it 1st and 10. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now that'll be
come on! You fucking go!
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I hate this guy.
Man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under
No,
this one,
motherfucker.
and it turned into a floater.
fucking
And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Throwing Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Mack. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Jamal Williams making his way back onto the field. He only has a single solo carry, 1. Numero uno, 2nd quarter. They need to get in the ball more, don't they?
I'm not the greatest statistician in the world.
Yeah, you are.
But a back like that with only 1 carry kind of takes me back to college in the classroom. Not enough evidence to declare what you should do the rest of the game. Give him the ball some more and find out.
Will they incorporate him? We'll find out. Escaping the pressure right.
No!
Up in the air,
Fucking
intercepted.
God! Move! Fucking move!
He's going to have a first down, and they get in the field goal range here at the 29. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, a full half to be played. Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Thomas. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
Jamal Williams making his way back onto the field. And he's had his chances in this game. He just hasn't been able to find any daylight so far.
Patience, patience, patience. And that's the hard part for a runner because they expect every run to be a big one for something to pop. So they have to sometimes go through the struggles before it happens for them later in the game. But you got to give credit to the rest of the team. They've worked around the fact that he hasn't had his normal big game.
Yeah, despite his struggles, still winning here in the second quarter. Meanwhile, they take a shot.
That was
to
a
start
horrible
the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Now he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
No, how do they not call the fucking pass interference? Look at that shit.
That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with, but it's second down. Mahomes to throw once more. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Panthers will get the football back. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1.
Fuck, this game is horseshit, man. Why do you guys even call a play?
So we have come to halftime, and what's up? The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Now come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit it. There's the penalty.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now meanwhile,
why don't you run your route?
Oh, goodness, incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Panthers will get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offense.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And a big loss here.
Why didn't his icons come up?
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Brandon Cooks, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Is good.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Greg Zerline set to
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run here with Mack. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. When he runs, he's seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jones. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Jones. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it. It's Mack. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Staying on the ground with Mack. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. I don't know, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches, just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Stapleton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And we're back now in Charlotte, facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. He will push his way down to about the 14. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense, because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Mahomes now to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Carolina offense about ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Jones now on first down. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones. They'll find Williams on the snap, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down.
At the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. On the ground, it's Mack. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and 9. Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Mack.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in coverage. What a nice play he made there in the open field. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot.
How do you not block him? You're a fucking offensive lineman.
Give him a little dab. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless and take care of the ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Stapleton. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Nice third down conversion at even 20 yards.
I'll tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That escapes the sack. An unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
3rd down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play for the Bucs there on 3rd down. And even 40 yards, eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment. Whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever.
By the banks of the river.